Welcome back to the channel, y'all. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my NBA 2K20 wish list. Just some things I would like to see improved or better the game in the long run. Let's begin. The first thing on my wish list is for park affiliations to come back. Because even though we have a couple different parks, air quotes, the cages and then the main neighborhood, in this year's 2K, we need to be able to travel in between like 3 different parks, like a different change of scenery, like it was in 16 and 17. That was one of the better features of those games. Because if you got bored of yours and you were just like tired of seeing your like the giant fish tank in the background or the steel mill, you could always go to a different park and see and have a new atmosphere to go around. Yeah, we have a neighborhood in cages, but I don't know anybody who goes to the cages and takes it seriously or even has fun in the cages for that part. The only reason why I ever go to the cages is because I want to get that 3,000 VC you get for playing 5 games, but I don't know, for me it's glitched and I always get after playing 1 game. But that's besides the fact. But I definitely want 3 parks to come back, just so you know, a change of scenery. The next thing I want to see is for taller players, let's say like above like 6'11", once they hit 7 foot, they have to have a set shot. Because I don't see one person in the NBA who's over 6'11" jumping out of the roof to take a jump shot. They got maybe like a 2-inch little set shot. They pull up, and sometimes they make it, sometimes it's dope. But it ain't no, what is it, base 48 or 28, something like that, where you're jumping 3 feet off the ground and just take a jump shot. That's ridiculous. That's a little bit of exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Definitely, I would say start at like 6'11". Once you pass 6'11", you would go to, you can only have set shots and certain like jump shots that are kind of, that have a low vertical. And along with the set shots at a certain height, or the lower jumping jump shots at a certain height, also go with the dunks, because they did a pretty good job this year. But like once you get up to like 7'2", 7'3", stuff like that, like you shouldn't be able to have like park dunks or dunks that have like a whole bunch of movement in them. Although I'm not saying it's a big deal this year, but some of the players, like if you do the right weight and the right arm length, you'll get like an 88 or 89 dunk. And at 7'3", your bones ain't moving like that no more, man. And you shouldn't be able to do all of that inside of the game. But that's not really that big of a deal, so it's like if that's not changed, it's whatever. And then on the defensive side of things, it's kind of ridiculous this year about how I'll be guarding, let's say like a 6'4" dude. My center's 6'3" or 6'11", and I go to block him, and yeah, I get the block, but like if I'm 6'11" and he's 6'4", I should be able to snatch that ball out the air and palm that. And like, I would like to see better snatch blocking animations for taller players, especially against shorter players. And this year, I think I maybe got one, if that. It was definitely, you could definitely get it a lot more in 2K17, but I've seen it go down a lot this year. That would be a cool thing to bring back. Also, the next thing would probably be contact lobs. Oh my goodness. Imagine catching a lob and there's a dude under the paint. But since you have a higher vert and a better dunk and more strength, you can just, for example, the DeAndre Jordan dunk against, who was it? Brandon Knight. Oh my gosh. Imagine doing that in a park game and just killing the dude under the net, under the rim. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. That is a big thing. If I could only have one thing, it would probably be that. Just because how fun that would be to get those animations like that. And probably one of the last things would be to fix the core gameplay, which would be like the D-pad glitching when you're off-balling. I see if my buddy's doing it right here. It's where you would press your D-pad when you're sprinting, and you would just, it gives you a speed boost, and you'll be able to cut on a dime. Like, that's not a thing. It's ridiculous, because sometimes if you have a slower defender, it's hard to guard. So that kind of needs to be fixed, in my opinion. And then the LT glitch, where the center In twos, it's really bad. You don't really see about your threes. But you get the ball, the center would get the ball, or whoever get the ball, and it would hold LT to back you down. And then your guy would do like a wrap around the center, and then you would get stuck on the center because he's holding LT, so now he's backing you down. And he also has your buddy stuck, so now he just has a wide open three to take or an easy drive to the lane. And it's super, oh my goodness, that's so ridiculous. It's really bad. That should be fixed too, in my opinion. I don't know if they can really do that because that's kind of a hard thing to do. But I don't know, I would like to see that done. A couple other things I want to see done in 2K is taking out where when you upgrade, you can actually choose what you want to upgrade. Because I'm kind of sick and tired of, especially on my slasher, my pure slasher, I'm at a 95 now. And I've been waiting to get 7 dribble moves so I can get a couple of different pro dribble moves and be able to dribble better. But since you can't choose what you want to upgrade, you just have to hope and pray that you get the ball control or the shot or the dunk so you can upgrade your player. But you can't this year, and it's ridiculous. So I want to go back to where I think it was 17 was the last time it did it, or 16, something like that, where it would give you like the highlighted bar. You could upgrade anything you want, but you only had one and you had to earn it like that. But keep the same way you earn stuff, like the my points. I keep that, but just make it so you can choose what you want to upgrade. Because I'm sick of grinding for freaking a week to get to the next level upgrade, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you can get this, this, and this. It's like, no, I want to be able to pick my own things because I want to make my character the way I want to make it. But yeah, that's a real big thing I want to see done. That is a definite must in 2K. And you know what would be cool to go along with that attribute picking is if to be able to pick your own badges. So like once you pick a couple of different badges, it'll take away from the badges that you're allowed to get. So let's say I pick a sharpshooter, like a deep range Jedi badge, and once I pick that and I move it all the way to Hall of Fame, then you can't pick like a relentless finisher badge. You can only be at the bronze, if that at the most. So something along those lines. That would be pretty cool in my opinion, because then people are always complaining about this past year's like, oh, I don't really feel like a superstar. Like that way you could customize your guy, and then you have like full control of what you want to be. That would be really cool in my opinion. And then with the my career side, I want to feel like the full story. I want to go from high school to college, and then maybe even the G League if you're not good enough. Like if you didn't do good in like your college, like in your lower round pick, you go to the G League for a little bit, and you have to make your way out of there, and then you have to work your way to a contract, like they do in MLB The Show. I know that you don't go straight to the MLB. You kind of have to work your way up and prove yourself. That would be really cool in my opinion. You can still get your badges and attributes and everything like that, but it would be so much more fun to do it that way because you have like the experience of being a real NBA player instead of like, oh yeah, after about a set number of time, even if you're still a 70 overall, you still can be in the starting lineup. Like, no, you wouldn't be in the starting lineup. You're a bench. You're maybe the bench. You might be working for your 10-day contract, not some starter on the whatever team you get drafted by. I don't know. That's just my thinking of it. I think it'd be pretty cool and have a lot more fun. But I think they just have to get more colleges interested in doing that, and I doubt in 2K they doubt they want to spend the money for licenses and whatnot because they're a bunch of cheap money. You know what? Let's not worry about that. And then the final thing I want to see from 2K for 2K20 probably would be park badges to come back. I know it's like that was kind of cheesy in 17, I think it was in 16 too, but that was super fun. Being able to get the bone collector and the clutch badge, that was, oh my goodness, that was so much fun. Being able to at a higher rate to be able to drain the game-winning shot or breaking a dude's ankle because you do enough ankle breakers. That was really fun to grind that out. And then like super rare ones that would actually help you if you played, because like you played park a lot, so then you would be granted you'd be granted like a higher status. Not a higher status. What's the word I'm looking for? A prestige of like, yeah, this dude grinded a lot, so that means he gets badges that influences the part. But I can see that. I like that being brought back. That'd be super fun in my opinion. I mean, I doubt it'll come back, but who knows, right? Well, that's everything I want to see in the new NBA 2K20. Put down in the comment section what you would like to see. I would love to see what your guys' view on the game would be. I'm gonna let this gameplay roll out. You can, I don't know, stay if you want. But I think we make a comeback in this game and we win it after a really super bad start. But thanks for sticking around, and I'm out.
Really